Instead of throwing an object from a particular height to the same height, we are throwing an object along a particular angle in the vertical direction. And so the object will not only follow here, it will continue and it will follow here. Right? So we have a huge range. So we need to figure out the time of flight and the range for this as well. Okay, what is the clue? Clue is this. I'll give you guys, actually it's kind of answer also and clue as well. So this is the clue. So if I have an object thrown at a particular velocity and at a particular angle, so this is thrown at 5 meter per second at 53 degree, it will reach the ground at 5 meter per second at 53 degree. If you're able to understand this, done. Okay. So we can divide the entire journey into two parts. We can consider this as the first part. That is time for it to reach the same height at the other end. Right. Post it starts falling. And then the remaining of the journey. And then we can just do this. Right. We just have to do this. I kind of did give away the answer, but let me continue. So the working. I hope you guys are able to think of such things. It's quite commonsensical actually. So I'll tell time for the object or time taken by the object. Okay, just a second. Taken by the object. To reach the same height. Let's call it as TA something. Okay. So say this is TA. The time it reaches this same height, let's call it as TA. So it will reach and it will have the same velocity and angle in terms of magnitude, that is. So how do you figure out this? You know the formula, but I don't remember the formula. So I think we can make use of v square is equal to u square plus 2s. So I have to figure out the maximum height. So I have to make use of max at the peak. You have it to be 0 and u square will be u v naught y. That will be sine of 53 the whole square plus, or in this case minus 2 into 10 into, okay, we are not finding the maximum height, sorry, we are making use of time. See, this is how you think. It's okay to make mistake. So I'm very clear now what to do. So the time of flight TA, we can find it with help of v is equal to u plus at, right? At maximum height, what do we have at maximum height? V is equal to 0. U will be your initial velocity is the y component. So that will be 5 sine of 53 degree. This is V, this is U. Acceleration is minus g and T is TA by 2. Right? So basically I'm looking at this point. That's your point of maximum height. With all of this, so this will be 0. This will be 5 into 0.8. Then, see, I remember this now because I used it once. I don't have to memorize everything. TA by 2. So this is 1s are 5s are. A bit of rearranging 5 and gets cancelled. So TA is time of flight from here to here is just 0.8 second. Oh, that's it. Okay. I hope I didn't do any calculation mistake. Sine 53 is 0.8 itself. Sine 53. Yeah, 0.8. 5 will get cancelled. 5 will get cancelled. 1s are, 1s are, 1s are. I mean, 0s are. Yeah, that's it. 0.8 itself. And for the remaining journey, it's the same calculation as this. Okay. So 1.64. So from TA to the ground, time from point A to the ground. So I'm calling this as A to the ground would be something like this. T A to ground. So with all of that calculation, 1.67 second. Okay, right? Same set of calculations. So 1.64 seconds. So if I do that, I get 1.64 seconds and done. Next, the X component. So this was your Y component. This is because of the Y component that is actually. And now we're looking at the X component. So we know the journey from here till here. We already calculated that over here. So whatever this value is. Now we just have to figure out this. How do you do that? Same as before. We know the time of journey. So range, not distance. Range from B to A. We'll call this as point B. So we know the time of journey. We know the X component. So all you have to do is substitute. So we know that your velocity, initial velocity is 5. This would be cos of 53. Then there's no acceleration. The time of journey is 0 point. Actually, I can directly do this. Yeah, from range from A to, actually not A, B per se now. I have to call this as some other value. C to, I can call this as not A, D, C to D. We can directly do that. Since I know the total time for the journey, right? 0.8 plus 1.64. Guys, I'm not writing everything on the screen, I didn't write the total time of journey. We just need to add this. All that I'm leaving it to you. 2.44 second. This value I'm not written. So we know that distance is given by t into u of x in our case. So 2.44 into 5 times of cos 53 will be 0.2. So whatever this answer is, so many meters. Okay. See, again, say I'm considering that I don't know. How will I go about thinking? That's what I'm trying to show. Right? Say if I don't know I've not done such question, how will I break it down? How will I make it simple for me is what I'm trying to show you guys. So it's as simple as this. You go part by part. You divide the entire journey into parts. Think over and you're done. Does it make sense? So if you learn to think in this way, the chapter is done and pretty much physics becomes easy for you guys. Literally, that's it. If you are able to do this, few more concepts and every chapter will be the same. Almost every chapter will be the same.